Lamar is coming. I truly believe that. Like, that is my QB. Don't play with him. Okay. I get really emotional when it comes to Lamar Jackson. Okay. Okay. He is a Florida boy. Don't play with him. Everybody tends to mention his name, but y'all rate him. Who voted? Give me the list, please.
Fade breaks the huddle. Anti-fade breaks the huddle.
Living life in Miami, so we talking that sports. And I'm loving them Browns. We don't care what you thought. Then we check and say door, and we root for them Ravens. Don't talk nice to me. Talk sports with me.
Don't talk nice to me. Talk sports with me. Anti-fade breaks the huddle.
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 Hey, y'all. How we doing? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? How your sister doing? How your cousin them doing? How is everybody doing? Okay, baby, we are here. We are here, honey. Okay, now we're gonna get into my Ravens. It's been a minute since I've spoken about my Ravens. There haven't really been much to talk about besides, we got a new coaching staff. Lamar is still great. Let's see. I just hasn't been really much to really talk about. Like, the Ravens compared to the Browns don't have a lot of chaos going on, right? They don't have a lot of people not talking about a lot of shit when it comes to the Ravens. A lot of people not talking about a lot of shit when it comes to a lot of teams, right? The Chiefs, you don't hear nothing about the Chiefs. You don't hear nothing about the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like, Commanders besides Brandon Ayuk doing everything he does. But other than that, there are certain teams that you don't hear a lot of stuff about, good or bad. Okay, good or bad, right? So we're going to get into this, baby, because this pissed me off, all right? Not y'all ranking my quarterback number 69. I got a problem with that. The NFL ranking is trash. It's always been trash. Number 69 is crazy. That is crazy work, okay? Being the fact of who Lamar Jackson is and how many players still consider him to be absolutely ridiculous and they can't catch him. They can't put him down. Last season was not a great season, but that's because of everything else, like the defense. He was hurt because number 77, that one O-line, what's his name? Daniel Falele, couldn't block for nothing, okay? My dude was getting hurt, okay? In the meantime, listen, nephews, I'm pissed off. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that post notification button so you never miss an upload from Auntie. Make sure you like the video, then hype the video. Like it first and then hype it. You get 3 hypes, so we make sure you use it on me. All right, y'all. So we're going to get right to this video, y'all. So I'm going to show y'all what a buffoon look like, okay? So we're going to talk about, so Bart Scott went on Get Up, and Bart Scott had this to say about Lamar Jackson being voted number 69. Now, I'm not going to play the whole clip, but I'm going to play majority of it, okay? And what he has to say, I think Bart Jackson is a buffoon. I honestly feel like he doesn't know where to land. He doesn't speak like knowledge at all. He don't speak facts. He speaks on the people around him and how to make the people around him comfortable, okay? Then I'm gonna let y'all watch Ryan Clark, okay, who do not care about being comfortable because he knew what? He know exactly who he is, okay? Exactly who he is. And he does not care about being comfortable. He's gonna say what he wanna say, how he wanna say it, and what he feels about it, okay? So we're gonna get right into this video, y'all, okay? Get ready, okay? Shouts out to all my Ravens fans out there. Flock Nation, baby. We win the Super Bowl. I don't care what nobody say. We're winning the Super Bowl, okay? Let's get right to it.
Like we say, success in this league is rented, not owned, and rents due every day. And the rent wasn't paid by Lamar Jackson last year. And, what you have to ask yourself, can Lamar Jackson adjust to being a pocket passer? Because we didn't see the explosive runs that he had last year. We're accustomed to seeing Lamar Jackson change angles, put defenses in a bind. Guys were tackling him one-on-one in space, and we're not accustomed to seeing that. And then you have to start asking yourself, what version of Lamar Jackson are we going to get going forward? New offensive coordinator, his third one. And then I started doing a deep dive. Lamar Jackson has 1,081 rush attempts. Cam Newton throughout his career had 1,118. Has the wear and tear start catching up with an athletic quarterback? And with an athletic quarterback, can be as athletic, is he as feared in his league? And you have to ask yourself that question. You know, like we say,
you're a buffoon. First of all, let's talk about him being a pocket passer. He's already proved that. Okay? 2023 season, what he had like 40 TDs, 4,000 yards. It was stupid, y'all. It was stupid, okay? He's already proven that. Already, okay? I just think to not speak about everything that's going on around him, he's not God, okay? He's not, and they try, and they don't say the same thing for Joe Burrow or Josh Allen. You know what I mean? Like, it's always Lamar. They don't have the same energies for these white quarterbacks, period. And I understand that people want to say, well, Lamar won 2 MVPs, so we hold him at a different standard, but context matters, okay? You still got to include everything else. That boy was hurt. He was hurt and he didn't want to run. And honestly, he was over the coaching staff. He was over it all. You could tell, you seen it, okay? You seen him like get so frustrated on the plays and what was going on. You seen where they weren't using Derrick Henry enough. That frustrated him as well, right? But that Steelers game, okay? The last game before Loop, whatever his name, Tyler Loop missed the field goal, the 20-yard field goal. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, baby, I can't believe he missed that field goal. Because if he would have made that field goal, we would have went in the playoffs. I'm not saying we would have went in the Super Bowl or whatever. I'm just saying we would have went to the playoff. Our defense wasn't even that good. Okay, our defense was not great at all. The Ravens used to be known just for their defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you get people like this who don't call everything out. What are you talking about? But what he's doing is he is trying to make every single person around him comfortable. Okay? He wants to make them comfortable, you know? He can't big up the black guy. He can't say what's really going on. All right. So let me show y'all Ryan Clark and what he has to say. People, one thing about Ryan Clark. Okay. I know a lot of people don't agree with him a lot of times. And mind you, Ryan Clark still sometimes calls out Lamar on his shit. Absolutely. All right. There's times in the playoff where Lamar just ain't doing that great. I get it. Okay. And Ryan Clark will call him out. That's why I said it's better if you listen to people that call you out on everything, good and bad. Don't just mention the bad and don't just mention the bad and then say, oh, everything else around you is perfect, so you had no reason to not da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? To show in and show out. No. Everything around him was shit. Okay? That's why the coaching staff is all gone. Everything around him was shit. Okay? So let's get to it. Let's get to Ryan Clark right quick. Before we get to Ryan Clark, I want to show y'all this, okay? Now, this is Kevin, and you guys know who he is. He is responding to what Bart Scott had to say, right? Ravens QB Lamar through week 3. Okay. Now this is last year's season. This is the season. Number 1 in passing TDs. He couldn't help that. If y'all remember that game with the Bills, baby, I cried during that game. Lamar was doing everything he had to do, but the defense wasn't stopping the Bills at all. Period. They weren't doing it. Defense collapsed. They gave up. It's almost like they felt like they were up and they didn't have to do anything else. Lamar was still on point, okay? Number 1 in TD percentage, 12%. Number 1 in passer rating, 141.8. Hello. Okay? Number 1 in yards per attempt, 9.6. Number 1 in adjusted yards per attempt, 12.03. Number 1 in yards per completion, 13.4. 1 interception. Why you playing with him? Why? Lamar was still doing what he had to do. Yeah, Lamar didn't run enough, but damn, at some point I'll be tired of running too. I have wide receivers that I want them to catch this ball. Here's the thing. Let's be real, right? I like Zay Flowers. We have Zay Flowers. We now have Jacoby Lane. I think we added someone else. We also have LeJounte. I feel like they should use LeJounte more as far as like being a wide receiver instead of being just a punt return, because LeJounte is fast and I feel like there's a lot that he could do, right? Same thing I feel like the Panthers when it comes to Jimmy. I feel like they didn't use Jimmy the proper way. You know what I mean? I feel like they did not use Jimmy Horn the proper way at all. But back to the Ravens, right? We don't have a T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. We don't. Okay. Do I wish we did? Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of things that could go a lot of ways. But then when you think about quarterbacks like Joe Burrow, who has T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow still ain't that. I don't care what nobody say. People be trying to compare Joe Burrow to Tom Brady. Okay, great, whatever. It is what it is. But when is the last time Joe Burrow made it to a playoff? What, it's been like 3 years? What? 3 years. And then like for the rest of the years, he was hurt. I mean, to just not, you know what I mean? Like that shit just wrecks my nerve at the end of the day. Even Josh Allen, like, yeah, people want to call Josh Allen Superman, Josh Allen this, Josh Allen that. But Josh Allen, just like Lamar, ain't make it to a Super Bowl yet. I feel like we should stop comparing. I feel like for me, even though Lamar Jackson is my favorite QB, right? I feel like Tom Brady and Mahomes are in their own lane until these other QBs can catch up to them. That's real. You know what I mean? So for me to keep comparing, certain QBs, I think that's stupid. I don't know why these analysts do that. Okay. So let's move on. And let's listen to what Ryan Clark has to say. Okay.
When you look at a guy like Joe Burrow, right, and where he is ranked, they don't take into account how much he's been injured or how little he's played, how awful his team has been as a whole. They look at Joe Burrow when he is on the field, what he has accomplished, and they rank him by that. They rank him by the feeling they get when Joe Burrow is healthy, when Jamar Chase is there, when T. Higgins is there. The same exact thing should go for Lamar Jackson. Outside of Patrick Mahomes, there is no more accomplished quarterback in the entire NFL individually. There's no quarterback who carries more than Lamar Jackson. There's no quarterback who's asked to do more than Lamar Jackson. There's no quarterback who you have to have a game plan for in the run game. You have to have a game plan for in the pass game. And then you have to have a secondary game plan for when he does Lamar Jackson type stuff. And so when you take his career as a whole, if I'm a player, the way I'm voting is this. If this dude is healthy, how much do I fear him? If this dude is healthy, how difficult is it to game plan for him throughout the week? And we talked about some of the disrespect he has gotten. That's disrespect I expected. I expected executives to not know where to place him. I expected marketers and brands to not understand the power of his voice. What I didn't expect is dudes who have to line up in pads on Sundays and Thursdays and Wednesdays and Fridays and whatever the hell other days that we're going to see NFL games this year to not understand how scary it is to walk on the field when this dude is right. And ain't that much changed in 1 year. We're coming off of a year where it was basically one of the best quarterback years we had ever seen, where Josh Allen actually wins the MVP, and he's the first team all-pro quarterback. It's not just disrespectful, it's almost stupid that he is ranked so low. And I don't know if he cares about it at all, but this says a lot about this league and how quickly we forget what Lamar Jackson has accomplished.
Lamar's going to make everybody eat shit. All these, mind you guys, players voted for this, okay? Players voted. I don't know what's going on. Players voted, okay? And I understand what Ryan Clark is saying. It would have been different if, like, people like him was voting, you know what I mean? Or, like, managers or NFL GMs or owners were voting, right? Players voted. I mean, what players are, I'm stunned. Since I have been watching Lamar, since he has been in the league, I haven't seen him rank no less than 10. I'm just saying, like, he's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 69. Lamar's gonna make all y'all eat shit. Lamar, he's right. Lamar is the only player that you have to like really get prepared for the run game. Hello? What are we talking about? We've heard the old Bills coach, the one that got fired, the Bills coach say that when they play the Ravens, they got to get a player who runs like Lamar or kind of like Lamar to pretend like they're a QB to run so they can try to tackle him. What? What are we talking about? Okay, who else can you prepare for? You can't prepare for Lamar. Maybe this year, maybe this season, Lamar's gonna make them eat shit. All them players that voted, you're gonna eat shit. And I want to show y'all something else because Ryan Clark is absolutely right. I want to, like, you could. When you hear players talk about Lamar, that's why I'm like, what players voted? Like, is it like the new players? Is it the players that are being honest? Is like what players voted? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it, y'all. I really don't. But I'm gonna show y'all players who are talking about Lamar. And you could tell that these players didn't vote Lamar low. Okay, these other players, I wish we had the list of who voted for Lamar, because that would be cussing all of them out. All of them would be cussed out. You feel me? It just don't make no sense. Okay, so let's continue. Let's get to the players who actually who I feel, okay, know better when it comes to Lamar Jackson. Okay, so over here we have Max Crosby. Now, Max Crosby went to some training camp stuff where he is randomly talking. He's talking to other people, but he's randomly talking about what he does to get prepared for certain QBs and what his goal is. I want you to listen to the name he says. This is recently. This is like a week ago, okay? Listen to what Max Crosby say, okay? And I think a lot of people were shocked that he mentioned Lamar, mainly because of the whole thing that happened with like the Ravens. I really wish the Ravens were able to get Max Crosby. I really do. Because I'm happy we do not play the Raiders this season. Because Max Crosby is going to show out. Do you hear me? I feel like Max Crosby is going to show out. That's another video. Okay. Okay. So I want y'all to listen to this right quick.
Want to take a really good pursuit angle. And for me, like, you know, that delusion in my head, you know, I'm like a quarterback. Besides Lamar Jackson, like I'm running down no matter what. So I just want to close as much ground as possible. I want to take a really good pursuit angle. And for me, like, you know, that delusion in my head, you know, I'm like a quarterback. Besides Lamar Jackson, like I'm running.
Did y'all hear what he said? He said, in my head, I can run down any quarterback besides Lamar Jackson. Stop playing with my QB. Stop playing. If whoever voted for him being 69, y'all are just delusional. Y'all are sick, okay? Maybe y'all wanted Lamar to show up somewhere he didn't show. And not only that, let's keep it real. Lamar doesn't even get endorsements. I don't know what's going on. What commercial have y'all seen him in? Besides like a Gatorade endorsement, everybody get those. But what commercial have y'all seen him in? None. He don't get a Colgate commercial. He don't get an Aflac. He don't get an insurance Allstate. He don't get nothing. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand what is it about Lamar. I just feel like Lamar, I forgot who I heard say this. I don't know if it was Shannon Sharp who said this, but I'm going to find that clip, y'all, who said Lamar doesn't look the part of a QB like Mahomes, meaning like Lamar look a little rough. You know, you could tell he a kid from the hood. You know what I mean? Like grills in his mouth, hair be all out. You know what I mean? So he don't get certain shit, but we've seen Lamar clean up. Stop playing with him. Okay? Stop playing with him. And I just think all that is shit is just ridiculous. Let's move on, honey. Upset. In this video, this is Cam Ward sitting down with a bunch of kids, like three kids. I'm assuming they play football. And he's asking them questions about what they want for him, okay? People always mention Lamar Jackson. Get to it. Get to it.
I want y'all to predict my stats for next year.
I'm going to go over 4 grand passing on me. Yeah. Cool 35, 40 touchdowns.
So I have to see.
68, 70% completion rate, somewhere in there.
You
feel
a
me?
real one.
Nah, I got you.
You a real one.
I got you right here. 38 passing yards.
3,800. All right.
600 rushing yards, right?
600 rushing yards. Who you think I am? Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, you got 600.
Hey, you know I like scramble drills. So
That's what I'm saying. You got it.
I'm scramble drill. I got you.
Combined, you got 50 plus touchdowns.
Who you think I am? Lamar Jackson, right. Everybody know what Lamar does. Right? Everybody know what Lamar does. That's why his name continuously keep getting mentioned. Everybody know what Lamar does and what he brings to the table. Stop playing. One bad season and he's ranked number 69? Are you kidding me? Lamar is going to make all of y'all players eat shit. I promise you. I promise you. Y'all about to eat shit. Y'all about to be mad as hell. Okay? Upset. Do you hear me? Lamar is coming. I truly believe that. Like, that is my QB. Don't play with him. Okay? I get really emotional when it comes to Lamar Jackson. Okay? Okay? He is a Florida boy. Don't play with him. Everybody tends to mention his name, but y'all rate him. Who voted? Give me the list, please. I don't know if all NFL players voted, but the ranking is by NFL players. Is what they say. Is what they say. 69 is crazy. Now, do I feel like Lamar cares? Absolutely not. I know Lamar doesn't care. Just like Lamar doesn't care about not getting MVP for a certain year. Lamar doesn't care. Lamar just wants a Super Bowl. Lamar don't care about none of the extra stuff at all. At all. Okay? I feel like Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts both get super disrespected. Not like Lamar, those. Okay, let me not say Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. I feel like Shador haven't been in the game long. So I'm not going to include Shador in that, right? Shador only got disrespected because of what happened last season, which wasn't his fault. But Lamar and Jalen Hurts, I feel, get disrespected a lot. And I don't understand it at all, okay? They are coming for y'all next. My Ravens is coming for y'all next. Do y'all hear me? Next. Now, I'm going to leave y'all with this clip. It's a 1-minute clip. Somebody took all these clips and put them together. Stop playing with Lamar Jackson, okay? Everybody says his name.
Did you see Lamar Jackson Monday? Holy shit.
What quarterback do you hate to face?
Shit, Lamar Jackson. You can't really do much.
There's a lot of good football players across the field in different positions. There's one Lamar Jackson in the NFL.
Lamar has got to be the hardest quarterback in the NFL to prepare for.
One sentence, describe Lamar Jackson.
Nobody moves like him. He just moves different than everybody else.
Go to the combine, and they're like, Lamar, quarterback and receiver? What the hell? I'm like, no.
Stop playing with him. Don't play with him. Do y'all hear me? Did y'all see how I started smiling? I'm telling y'all, when I watch Lamar play, I just be smiling from ear to ear. The way he moves, the shit he does, it's literally insane. It's so insane. I'm telling y'all, stop playing with him. 69? Shit. I'm gonna need a revote. Anyway, nieces and nephews, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that post notification so you miss the upload. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Don't forget, don't talk nice to me. Talk sports with me. Ciao.
Auntie Faye, brace the huddle.